This is the State of the Union the way I see it. We have unemployment near 10%, despite what the administration said would happen. We also have a stock market which is failing. In the Middle East, there are Iranians being slaughtered who call for nothing more than democracy and freedom. Yet despite cries for help, Obama is making friends with Hugo Chavez. Back home, we have more problems. In the Liberal Congress, we have Nancy Pelosi and Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid spending at will, the strategy of Obama. In a power grab, Obama has raised the national debt into the trillions with stimulus and is now looking to barge into the operating rooms. Washington has lost its balance, but it can be fixed. Listen up, because this is VIX Politics. Hello, welcome to the first episode of VIX Politics. Now, this is my third show on YouTube, but it's definitely the most important one. Let's get something out of the way up front. I'm a conservative, not a Republican, I'm a conservative. And if you don't like that, then you're not going to like a lot of things I have to say, so you might just want to go find another video on YouTube right now, because this is a conservative show, and that's all it's going to be. So, to those of you who are still left, welcome to the show. I've been wanting to do a politics show for a while, and I finally did one. As you saw in the preview there, a few pictures. There's a lot going on, so there's a lot of stuff to talk about. I believe it was Thursday night. Obama had another one of his press conferences. He's been in front of the camera more than any other president. That's just interesting. If you spend all of his time doing that, he's not taking care of other issues, and that's evident. Of course, the press conference was about healthcare, and the big question that everyone was hoping to have answered by that was, how are they going to pay for it? The $1 trillion bill that they had not explained, the Obama administration had not explained how they were going to pay for it. And after Thursday night, they still hadn't. Big chunks of that speech of his were incoherent. Not that they were just opposite of what I believed. They made no sense. It was just random stuff. And he lied actually throughout parts of the speech. At one point he said, I'm not going to play the blame game with any Republicans in Congress, and a few minutes later he went on to actually blame Republicans for saying that this bill would ruin Obama, that they were trying to shoot it down just to beat Obama. If this bill doesn't go through, it is going to ruin his presidency, which honestly I'm kind of hoping that it does. Sorry about the screen going dark there, it's just don't hit the mouse, it goes dark. But it was a giant waste of time Thursday night. And one interesting thing, though, probably the most interesting thing of the whole press conference, was at the very end when they covered the incident up in Massachusetts with the Harvard professor who basically was racist against the white police officer and wound up being arrested, and he should have been. What happened was a neighbor had called 911 reporting that a possible a thief might have been in the house next door. So of course the police came out, and this black Harvard professor was living in this residence, and so the police came up and said, we got a call that there might be a burglary going on here, and he decided to become defensive and saying, the only reason they're here is because I'm black, and this is a whole race-geared assault, when all they were trying to do was make sure he was okay. So he went on and on and on. It carried out onto the porch and then onto the sidewalk, and he was arrested for disorderly conduct. And a reporter asked Obama about this, and what he commented on was that the police acted stupidly. There's no doubt that comment was geared by the hatred that Obama feels towards white people. It was a racist comment that shows that he was a racist person. As if his relationship with Reverend Wright wasn't enough, there's a little bit more evidence. But that'll probably end up dying down because the media will cover it up and it'll just kind of fizzle away, like a lot of things have so far in the Obama administration, like the incident with Nancy Pelosi and a few other things. But there was an incident recently, new topic, there was a recent incident in North Korea where a woman was murdered by the government for handing out free copies of the Bible, an object which is banned in the communist nation. Not only was she killed, but her immediate family, her children, and her parents, and I believe some other far-reaching relatives were taken away to a concentration camp. These people are crazy, and they're even the last thing we need is for them to have a nuclear missile. Here, they're murdering their own people, and we're more worried about them saying nasty things about our Secretary of State, which people have been making jokes about her for a long time. So, first of all, there wasn't even need for a reaction for that, but there should definitely be a reaction to this. But if the way Obama reacted to the Iran incident wasn't enough, they really don't care who dies as long as their agenda isn't immediately affected. Iran's firing up again. Switching topics, there were more protests, more clashes with the police, and who knows how many more people have actually been killed, because there's still a hard time getting news out of the area. Another topic. There's just so much I want to hit you with too much in the first episode. I'm just gonna throw one more thing out. No, I'll just stick with healthcare. If anyone's confused as to what the actual bill is, because everyone's confused, I might actually be able to help you know more about it than Mr. Obama does, because he clearly hasn't read the bill, as evident by his response, or lack of response, to a few questions about it Thursday night. This bill is not to help anybody, it's to gain more control for the government, and it will give them every ounce of power over your medical life. Your medical files will be available to anyone who wants to see them. You will not be able to pick the treatment. You might only be able to pick a doctor for a few months until eventually the private companies are destroyed. And senior citizens are going to be killed by this plan. The life expectancy is going to dive, because what's going to happen is, let's say you're 76 and need cancer treatment. They're not going to give it to you. They're simply not going to give it to you because it's going to cost too much. So instead of you getting treatment that could save your life, an illegal immigrant is going to get medical assistance. And this 50 million uninsured number, it's not accurate. Studies have proved that it's not accurate, and a large number of the uninsured are illegal immigrants. So not only are they going to be able to live here legally, but they're going to get health care over legal, hardworking, tax-paying citizens. Don't think that illegal immigrants pay taxes, because they don't. Another aspect of the healthcare plan is how they're going to pay for it, which I'm kind of surprised that that's a big issue, considering everything else I just told you, where people will die and life expectancy will be shorter. As far as paying for it, the rich are going to get hit really hard, which is kind of, it all eventually gets back to hurting the middle class, because who provides the jobs? The rich people. A poor man never gave anyone a job. That's a fact. As far as paying for it, the rich will have a much larger burden to pay, as if they weren't paying enough already, but the middle class, the taxes will go up, everyone's taxes will go up. The financial department that reports to the Congress from the Treasury Department said the only way to pay for this is to tax everybody. They can't put the entire tax burden on the wealthy, and this term of squeezing money out of everything, Democrats are not going to squeeze money out of anything. They don't know how to conserve money, they don't know how to save money, but they do know how to spend money and take your money, and that's exactly what they're going to do. Taxes are going to skyrocket, and that's going to kill jobs. So once again, another bill that destroys jobs, if nothing else. So those are the topics that are big right now. Of course, I'm going to have videos, a lot more videos after this, and I can't really give you a exact schedule of when they're going to come. Basically, whenever there's a big topic, I'm going to shoot out a video, and hopefully you like this one. And as always, thank you for watching VIX Politics, the newest show from me. Thanks.
To me, it makes good sense. Good sense. Yeah, let's go.